Hey, so for as many as these as I do, this is one that, I mean, it's fairly new, but I haven't done. This is a Towser S. It's been here for quite a while. It's in 154 cm. It's got a black stonewash blade, and then I believe black micarta steel liners. I mean, yeah. Let's see what's up. Let's take a look. Towser S. What is that? I think there's a Towser K. This is the S. I don't know. And I think they have one that's a button lock. Okay. Well, right away, I can tell you what this reminds me of. This reminds me. Ooh, come on. Wowie, wow. All right. Yeah, I'm excited for this piece. You know, you get that initial what's up, and sometimes it's like, sigh, heavy sigh. Sometimes it's a light sigh. Sometimes it's a heavy sigh. And then sometimes it's a grin, and sometimes it's a ooh. And this one's kind of a ooh. So right away, this reminds me of the Kizer October in some sense. It also reminds me a lot of my particular Gemini. Same micarta, same black stonewash. I mean, look at all this badging. Ooh, what is all that? Hieroglyphics, man. It's got two collaborators, AZ and GCKW, I believe. I'm not sure. Towser S, 154 cm. Yeah, I mean, wow, do I like this action. Yeah. Stiff detent, snappy. I'm going to say just shy of fall shut. Wow, is that good though? So smooth. Stonewash blade, stonewash liners, stonewash pocket clip. It's not recessed, but the screws are recessed. I don't foresee any troubles with that whatsoever. Got jimping all the way down to the corner, which, you know, you could, surely there's lots of options going on here. Yeah, pretty cool, man. Well, let's get in it. We don't need to dilly-dally. The action's like, so good. I don't believe there's any Loctite or anything going on there. It looks to me like there's another screw, and I'm going to have to pull the pocket clip to get the scale off to get to the other screw, because I see this barrel spacer here, and I don't see a screw. Now, it could just be a spacer, so I'm going to try that first. But nope. Yeah. Yep, pocket clip gotta go. Got bits and stuff flying all over the place here. Let's get the scale. Yeah, there's that internal screw that was in that barrel spacer right there. I assumed it. I was correct. I don't really see any oil in here, so I'm going to be not hesitant, but I'm going to let it prove itself out before I go forcing that other side. You know what? This is a great one for me to show off my new pry tools. Look at these, man. So I had them little black ones, and they look like this, right? Like I got a big pack of these from AliExpress, and look, they're for iPhones and stuff. And I thought, man, those would be great for knives. Truth is, they're not very great at all. I mean, because they're too flimsy. Well, a new Harbor Freight opened by me, and lo and behold, I was walking around in the body section. You know, how do you go in a Harbor Freight and not walk around, right? Well, I saw these. They were all in one pack, and I thought, man, if that's not what I need, look at this. I mean, rigid, tough. This is exactly what I need to do these knives. I mean, these'll pry. Those other ones, way too flimsy. And I got so many options, I'm not even sure which one I should use. Look at this. I could literally, I think, get around that pin which is holding me. Now I say all that and it's not gonna cooperate at all. Like it's stuck on here. But man, look at these tools. Harbor Freight. Look at this one. The other problem is I don't want to cut myself with that blade. Man, that is on lockdown, bro. Oof. Yeah. There's no yard time, nothing. Lockdown. And it's this pin. All right, I'm going to close that because I don't want to get cut. And I'm going to see if I can't just work that pivot right there. I said it was that stop pin, but I think it's the pivot. Yeah, it's right here. It's this pivot. Yeah, that pin's out. It's out one side. It's the pivot. Wow. Kind of stole the thunder. There it goes. Oh, look at that. Double roll bearings. No wonder that thing's running so well. No wonder. Looky here. Looky, man. So, anyways, Harbor Freight, man. Like, if you're looking for pry tools, come on. I know they didn't shine here very well, but something else was going on there. But these were so much better, or are so much better than the other ones. And what was it, $5? It was like $5. Come on. Yeah, I'd put a link below, but I mean, I'm kind of at a place where, unless it's benefiting the channel somehow, I'm not listing stuff anymore. I'll tell you where it's from, but for me to just post it up and advertise their stuff, I don't think I'm doing that no more. You know, I mean, me keeping up with those links, and you know, people go there and they go, oh, you know, it's not there, and it's like, you know, why am I going through that? You know, they're not sponsoring me. They're not, you know, and I don't mean it in a snidely way, but man, it's work to keep up with those lists and recommendations and all that kind of stuff. If you want to ask me what I'm using, I'll be happy to tell you. And I still have a list of almost all these tools because I buy them on Amazon. So all the Amazon affiliate links are there. Amazon does throw me, like if you go to Amazon and, you know, I don't know, not that, but if you go there and buy this set, I think it's like $28. The channel makes like 7 cents. So for 7 cents, I'll list that. You know what I mean? It's not that I can't be bought, because I can. It's just I come really cheap. Yeah, 7 cents, man. I'm in. I will promote your product. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, if push come to shove, I'd pull all that. But I leave it because I know some of y'all purchase that stuff. And the reason I know it is because, you know, Amazon sends me a report and goes, hey, you know, 7 items sold in the last 3 months. And it's like, well, so for the 7 of you that saw it and wanted it and needed it to do your thing, that's why it's up there. Yeah, because for the 7 cents or $7 every 6 months or whatever, that is a lot of production time. And one of the things that I'm definitely doing is focusing on trying to minimize production time, because, I spend just as much time in production of these videos as I do doing the video. And so I don't want it to become something that's not fun to me. And so I am trying to streamline production. I've got scripts that I post into the videos, and YouTube's doing a pretty good job of making some of that fairly easy and automated. So I can manage a fair amount of videos pretty quickly now. Yeah, ooh, was that tight on there? Yep, I had to press that down on there. Almost makes me think I should have filed that out a little bit, wallered it out. Because if I ever got to get in there again, I'm going to have to deal with, prying that off. But, c'est la vie. Oh, smooth. Oh, I forgot that inner screw. You numbskull. Yeah, it's not that big a deal. There it is. I was thinking I had to pry that scale off. That was my initial thought. I was like, oh, I don't want to do that again. But nah, it's that outer scale, not the liner. There we go. All right. Calm down. Crisis averted. Everything's good. Oh, I like this micarta. I mean, I did a video recently on my Gemini, and I picked up a titanium Gemini. And man, I have hesitated and hesitated. I mean, I keep seeing a price tag like $170 for that titanium version. And I don't know, it just really steered me off of that knife. And, but I finally picked one up, got one at a great deal. And, so I kind of did a this or that video, you know what I mean? And which one am I going to keep, the titanium or this old school micarta looking version? And I mean, I don't want to steal the thunder of that video. This one should come after that video, but there's no guarantee of that. But let me put it this way. Don't be surprised. I mean, it's not always the more expensive knife. Sometimes for me, the money doesn't have anything to do with it, you know, or the materials. It's a sensory thing for me. You know, do I like the titanium versus, you know, my car? Yeah, of course I do. I mean, but it's a sensory thing for me. How does it look? How does it feel? What does it sound like? What's the action run like? I mean, the action has a lot to do with it. I mean, if I pick up a knife and it's titanium and the action's not good, I don't care what it's made out of. It's like, I don't really like that knife. You know, ergonomics, there's the other one. So speaking of the action on this thing, now that it's tuned up, this thing's drop shut, locked up tight as can be, and just snappy and smooth. Good grief, this thing is wonderful in the action department. It's A-level action all day long. What about the ergonomics? And you guys that follow me, you already know that you're looking at these choils and going, what's he going to say about all that, man? So here's what I can tell you. Before I started really focusing in on these choke up choil grips and stuff, I bought this knife. Like, this knife has been sitting here, I mean, maybe since late 2023. It has been here a long time, man. 6 months. And so I'm pretty sure when I bought it, I wasn't looking at this choke up spot, because I'm going to be honest. When I look at knives now and I see this and this grip, like visually, I see that, I go, nah, I pass. And even being a twosun collector, I'm at a point with this grip that even if it's a twosun, it's 50-50 whether I'm going to add it to my collection, because something tells me that when I put that knife in hand, this is going to be the primary grip. And if that's the case, I'm out on the knife. I'm just out. I mean, I've kind of, and so let me put it in this category. I felt the same way about axis locks and clutch locks, that kind of action. And I got to a place to where if it had that, I wasn't interested. I just, swipe, or actually on eBay, it's this way, Amazon's this way. Let me think. White Mountain, not, so it's swipe up. You just keep it moving. But I digress. What an idiot, man. Stay on point. So yeah, if I see that, even if it's a twosun, and I collect twosuns, I try to stay up. I'm trying to keep up with all these new models coming and get them in the collection, right? But if I see this, there's a chance that I just go, yeah, I'm going to pass. With all that said, I'm not convinced that they came up with this first, because this is a really good grip back here. Yeah, this is, not so confident, very confident. This is going to bump right up to confident. The butt of this knife tucks into my palm, my index finger. This is really nice, recessed and scalloped. And then the jimping on the spine, it's not combat jimping, but it's sufficient so that when I grab this knife like this, I've got a really, not a really confident grip, but I've got a confident grip. Now, with that said, I mean, there's not a lot of point going on in this knife. Truthfully, it wouldn't hurt my feelings to reprofile this and really, put a good point on it. But with that said, this is a good grip. I like it. This is good right here. I don't feel slighted with this grip at all. And then if you want, you can choke up. And choking up on this, hoo-wee, yeah, definitely comfortable. But I almost feel like this is more comfortable. So, acceptable. Yeah. Oh, that detent's strong. Yeah, it's super strong. Very snappy. Let's check pocket clip. And of course, it's one of those, just looking at it, you and I and everybody watching already knows this thing's going to run like a dream. Over the thick stuff, whoop, all the way home. Nice stonewash clip, good look. I like it. It's got that hole cut out, aids in the gripping that knife and pulling it out. Excellent tension. I mean, I'm going to say it's a dryer clip. My designation for, you could throw it in a dryer and this thing will tumble around for 20 minutes and you'll hear it banging around in the dryer. When you pull the dryer, this knife is going to be right where you left it. It's got excellent tension on that pocket clip. Let's check it for safety. See if there's any blade contact. If it was closed in the pocket, nope. And the tip is very recessed. So clip is great. The tip is good. And I don't have any concerns about incidental blade contact. Although that blade's like right there. Woo! Yeah, it's close. But yeah, no cigar, no blade contact. So wonderful. I wonder if it's sharp. Man, it sure looks sharp. It's got this tall, flat grind. So smooth through that paper. I could barely hear it. Pushes right through it. Great job, Kizer. I mean, from the factory. Not a strop, nothing. Out of the box. Yep, very nice. Price and availability. Kizer Towser S. Where are they and what do we got to pay for one? Okay, well, I looked through some of my normal spots and couldn't find it. Out of stock. And I landed on Amazon and $32. 2-day ship. So for $32, it'd be on your doorstep in 2 days. Not bad. Come on. It's 154 cm, micarta, the good micarta, excellent grip. I mean, it's kind of a small chunker, but I got all 4 fingers on there. Comfortable, nice in hand, and double roll bearings, snappy action. This thing runs like a dream. It's wonderful. Yeah, this is a great knife. And honestly, this little spot right here is good. This has all been milled properly. You can get your finger up on it and get a good grip on it. I like it. Yeah, it's a good piece. 32 bucks from Amazon. I'll put a link down below, man, if you want it. Click the link. Like, hey, we were talking about before. Channel can get about 7 cents if you buy one of these. I don't think on 32 bucks, it might be 4 cents. I'm not sure. But anyways, hey, I appreciate y'all watching. Kizer Towser S, 154 cm. Pretty cool. Appreciate you watching.